Okay, just let me know if I'm too close. Wait, should we do a little outfit of the day? I hate that it's so like low cut. I wish it was like that. I wish it like stayed like this. But I don't want to move the camera, but I want you to see how it looks. Okay, do we see that? So cool, right? Should this be the thumbnail? Okay. It's my blazer. So I've been wanting to do, I don't know what position to be in. Like this close, this close. I don't know. Okay, I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. Literally like 4 years to be exact, but now that I have like the right equipment, I feel like I'm like, feel more comfortable doing, you know, videos like this. So today's video is going to be my friend Isabella. Years ago, she and I had this conversation on dating tips. She wanted dating tips, and this was literally like 2016, like the year after that I met her. Honestly, I was going like on a roll. Like I didn't even know what I was saying, but honestly, these tips are really good, and I think that it'll help a lot of people that have never been on a date, in case you're like worried or don't know like how to act or don't know what cues you should be getting from other people, whoever you're dating. But these are the tips that I gave her. Just listen, okay? So I was telling her that I'm basically reading the chat that we had, because I still have it from that long ago. Okay, I told her that number one is pay attention to like the vibes and energy that the people give off that you're meeting. And this applies to anybody. I think we all have like a sixth sense, and it's really important to start using it if you haven't realized that you have one, because it really comes in handy, especially for things like this. And I've learned over the years of like my spiritual awakening, I guess you could say, that I've learned to be more aware of this sixth sense of mine. So that's number one. Pay attention to the vibes and the energy that someone's giving off. The next one is pay attention to how much they look at you. So honestly, this entire chat was me focusing on more about in-person dating. This is not like how they're acting over the phone, how they're acting over FaceTime, or whatever way you interact with the person that you're dating with or seeing. So this is more centered around like in person. So I said the next one to pay attention to is how much they look at you. If they seem to not be looking at you that much, it's probably a bad sign. It's a fine line between too much and not enough. It's very true. Eye contact is super important. What I do, just out of respect, this goes for anybody that I talk to in person. I do really good eye contact with everybody. I know I'm not doing it in this video, but it's because I'm reading the chat. But I do a lot of eye contact in real life, believe it or not. And it's not awkward, okay? I'm not like staring at someone. You have to like, I don't know how to give a lesson on this, but when you're talking to someone, it's important that you like look at them in their eye and not. I've had friends that I'm literally talking to and they're just like staring off in the distance, like completely ignoring me. I'm not even gonna get into it because I'm gonna get even more mad. But they're not my friends anymore, by the way. Okay, third, if they put their hand on your thigh, it's a bad sign. It means they literally just want your body, honestly, and it's completely true. And it is, don't even try to tell me that it's like a sign of like that person feeling comfortable with you. No, if they felt comfortable with you, they would open up to you. They would be not open up in the way of like talking about their ex and how much they can't get over their ex, but opening up in a way as like they can be their true selves with you. Like they're not scared of you judging them or whatever. And I've had I feel like Isabella was one of my friends that I felt like comfortable being my true self, like weird, crazy self with from the get-go. Let's see what else. Okay. I also told her, notice how he greets you. This is very important. When you're meeting someone on like a first date or the first time you're meeting them, is it a hug? Is it a handshake? Is it a hey? If someone greets you at a table or wherever you're meeting at to get together and meet for the first time, if they say hey, you better leave. That is so disrespectful. If it's a handshake or a hug, that's fine. I know sometimes in relationships with like a guy and a girl, the girl will usually be, from what I've learned, the girl sometimes is scared of doing a hug and is more for like a handshake, or what type of hug the guy is doing to the girl. I don't know, it depends, but just letting you know, if it's a hey or a hi, run out of there, because that's not how you greet someone if you're like trying to date them. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, listen to their voice. Is their voice shaky or is it steady? I wouldn't leave. Oh, I'm talking about the handshake. Oh yeah, so back to the hug. This video is so out of order, I don't care. It's literally going in the order of the chat. So it's natural, it's raw, and it's authentic, okay? So I was telling her I wouldn't leave if it's a handshake, because some guy may be scared to hug so abruptly, which is very, very true. A lot of guys are not gonna hug you if you're a girl. I don't know how it works with guy on guy. I don't remember how my experiences have been with that, but some guys are scared to give you a hug if you're a girl on the first date. They don't want to come off so, touchy and feely, and honestly, it would scare a lot of people if you gave them a hug right away. So look at their eyes, at the person you're on a date with. You can easily, at least for me, you can easily tell if someone's on drugs or if someone's just had a drink or several drinks. Pretty easy to tell. And then right here in the chat, I said, I'm going to screenshot these so I can make a video on this. Literally like 4 or 5 years later, I'm finally making a video on this. I'm so happy. Okay, so at the end of the first time meeting the person, if they don't say, let's meet up again, it's done. It is, because there's no, what is that word? There's no like, I can't find the word, but there's no meaning of like wanting to get together again. So obviously they're not going to want to hang out again. If somebody wanted to hang out again after the first date, you would know by the end of the first date if they wanted to hang out again. They would let you know. They're not going to say, oh, I told her they have to say a specific date. If they say, oh, we should do this again. Do you know how many times I've been told we should do this again? Or how many times I've heard it from my friends and they've never seen that person again? Because it basically means I'm never going to see you again, but I just don't want to say that. That's what we should do this again means. Because that leads to nowhere. It's basically like, just call it out. Just call it out. Just say it that you don't want to hang out again, or just block me, whatever. He has to say or they have to say, sorry, I'm reading what I told her, and obviously I was telling her he, but I'm gonna generalize it more and say that person has to say, are you free tomorrow? We should pick this up tomorrow. Or they have to be specific. They just can't like say, oh, we have to hang out again, or we have to do this again. It's funny because I've done that with friends, but like let's hang out again. Like, oh, let's hang out this summer. How many times have your friends told you let's hang out this summer and get to know each other better, whatever? Never happens. Never happens. Okay, all these things that I'm mentioning are little simple things, just out of respect, guys. Like, this is not even like being a gentleman. This is just like out of respect. And when you guys are talking, talk briefly about what your hobbies or interests are. Then hopefully it'll slide into a more comfortable convo about something else. It's so true, because you do not just want to be on a date filled with small talk, talking about the weather, talking about, I don't know, like talking about things that don't help you really get to know each other as a person more deeply. It's honestly a bridge that everyone needs to cross somehow. And once you cross that bridge and you like start and get the small talk out of the way with that person that you're meeting, it's going to be so much easier and so much more fun to open up with that person and really start to know each other better and understand how each other reacts to things and sees the world and thinks of things. The more that you talk about, just the more that you just conversate, like literally just talk and talk and talk and talk, but not of like small talk or things that don't matter. Talk about things that matter to you, things that you like. I don't know. And then I'm telling her I'm making all of this up as I go, honestly. It's just like, I don't know why, but like for me it's like hard to like organize all this stuff in like order. I'm just saying it like how it's coming out of my head, like all jumbled up, and I really don't care that it's coming out like that. Okay, she asked me what about like a kiss on the first day? Is that a good sign or is that a bad sign? Honestly, that depends on you. That honestly really depends on you and how you view being kissed on the first date. Because I think both scenarios have happened to me. Yeah, way back in the day. I kind of like when they do kiss you on the first date. And it's a little bit of a letdown when they don't, but that's just me. I don't know. I don't have to worry about that now, though. Unless they're like an extremely gentleman kind of guy, and they say they don't want to kiss you until it's right, honestly, it's your call. I mean, you could take that as offensive or not, whatever. Let's see, what else? Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, that was it. And I don't know, I guess just try to organize that. Maybe like make a PDF or write it in your journal or notes. Better than I did in this order, because this is so out of order. But hopefully that was helpful in any form. I'm not trying to be like a TED Talk person. I'm literally just trying to hopefully help some people out there with some tips. I think they might help. I don't know. Hopefully they do though.